Hello, Max. This is Future Max. I'm 50 years old and I have a house and a job. I have a family and I have a 14-year-old boy and a wife named Linda. I'm the Senator of California.
Today, I greet you from inside my house because there is so much pollution in the air and the environment is almost gone. The reason for this is because a couple of years ago, doctors and scientists figured out the cure for cancer, so people are living longer and 100 babies are being born every second. Our population has skyrocketed since 2016.
That's enough of that. I'm speaking today because you are the future and we need to make these changes. Let's focus on what I should have done. I should have and you going to work on.
Let's start with humanities class. Do you remember when we talked about privilege in a paideia? We talked about privilege and how people are born lucky compared to others. I feel that my 16-year-old self learned a lot about privilege through our paideias. We talked about how people are born wealthy and poor. I know now what this all means, and I hope you take this into consideration. The only way to break out of being poor is to work as hard as you possibly can, because you are already against the system. I hope that you take advantage on how fortunate you are to have privilege. While listening to paideias, I learned that you should respect everybody's opinion, even if you don't agree. You should do this because I work for the government and being the senator. If I don't respect other countries and people's opinions, our safety in the U.S. could be jeopardized. I feel that I have a big part in this because I am the person who speaks out for my state, and I feel that I am their leader. I feel, Max, that when I was your age, I needed to grow. You need to know that when you take reading into account, you should always annotate. You just annotate the big and important parts of the story. In this book, Kindred, I remember annotating things like where Rufus was standing and stuff that wasn't important. I hope you work on annotating more because this will help your comprehension of the book more. This also helps you understand better. You won't regret this because when you are working in a job, you need to take notes so that you can remember how to do something. Or if somebody asks you a question, then you could just look at your notes and find it. This is helpful because when I'm in big board meetings and asking questions, they are sensitive to other representatives while also staying on topic. Okay, now let's take this into another direction. Max, remember STEM class with Dr. Hines? Man, that guy was smart. He really made me think a lot. I remember he made us watch these momentum videos, and I took the best notes on them. It was important because now I can drive, and I drive a big car, and the mass of the car is large, so I need to put the brakes earlier than a normal car because of the mass and the momentum. This is important to me because I have a family, and I don't want them to get hurt while I'm driving. I also remember the trebuchet that can launch ornaments across a field. Max, do you remember? This was your trebuchet. Take time into consideration. You need a lot of time to build this and make sure it functions correctly. Follow your scale models and don't be distracted or disrupt your classmates. I feel this is super important because every day my job has to deal with people that are different and interesting. But I always stay focused while there is still work to be done. Then after I can be distracted. I feel that I have tons of distractions because every day someone wants to create a new law and I have to look over it. I hope that you see the before and after of where we procrastinated and where we actually worked hard.
Alright, now let's transfer into work we did in our digital media class. We made cyanotypes. Cyanotypes is what a photo that was made from chemistry and conflict. Remember, Max, when you did those cyanotype project, I remember that we worked hard to find an image. The image was paint color cards. I felt that we did pretty good on this project. We completed all the assignments on time, and we worked hard. Me and Adam Lieberman, is that guy still around? We worked really hard on that. And I felt that we completed all the steps on time, and my project looked really good and was well made. Being a senator is hard work. I have to complete and look over new laws and also turn them in by a certain deadline to the president and the White House. I feel that if I didn't learn this in the cyanotype project, I would never become a senator and would never know deadlines. as well as I do now. Now this is something I need you to work on a lot. I remember the magazine and how we worked very slow. I remember I did like half an ad every class, which is really, really, really slow. And since it was so slow and it took so much time, that I felt that we don't need to mess around in class. And I feel that the best possible thing is to stay focused. And when you stay focused, you can almost accomplish anything. I feel that if you finish the steps completely, the project, so it can be on time. This is a big part of life and will get you through almost anything. I feel that if you have a really good work ethic, you can get through life very easily and have a great job for a very long time. This is very important to stay persistent because this is just a good work ethic. My final growth for you is to work on putting school before surfing. You should make sure your priorities are in line, and by making sure surfing is after schoolwork. So if you have tons of homework and tests, do those before you surf, or go to tutorial before and then surf after. But I feel that when I was in school, I didn't do that. I worked hard during school and then just surfed after, and then I was too tired to go home after and try to do my homework after I surfed. I feel that this is really bad though, because if surfing doesn't work out for you, or at least it didn't for me, you will still have school to fall back and go to college and get a good education like how I did. This is very important because I don't want you to turn out stuck in a dead-end job like a painter or a carpenter. I feel that if you do this, this will not be a good outcome for either of us.
Thank you so much for watching my first semester POL video. I learned a lot, from the paideas to the cyanotypes to everything else. I feel that I've learned tons this semester and hope to improve my learning throughout the rest of the school year. Thank you. This is Max Lockwood's POL first semester video.